what's up? Hello, fellow humans, Planet Earth. How are you doing on this glorious video gaming day? Hello, Jace, lol, hello, Son320, hello, Internet. Welcome, everyone. Pathologicals, yeah. Unironically, though, isn't this Elysium basically just pathologic? You know what I'm saying? Aren't we basically just playing pathologic? Oh, I don't know what pathologic is about. What do you mean? You're a dude sent to investigate a murder in a town. Aren't these streams staying the same time? Aren't these streams staying the same time? The streams during the week that are starting early? Yeah. Why? Is the title wrong or something? Umma karma. Murder, I thought it was about curing cancer in town or something. I think listen, my remembrance of games is really bad, as we all know. But I think the idea is that some dude died or something, and then like a mysterious plague started happening. I think that's the narrative. And your goal is kind of to deal with both, I think. I just you're gonna also made it sound like these are changes. Well, wait, really? Oh, you mean my original one? I mean, I wrote going TLDR, going to try switching to morning streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. These streams. Oh, wait. I think I'm. Well, whatever. That's just me. That's just me repeating my Blue Sky post poorly. Oh yeah, it's here. This is the Blue Sky post. I don't know why I copy pasted that one. Where did I even copy paste that from? Oh, yeah, this is okay, whatever. Whatever. Ignore the above, I'm drunk. It's only Tuesdays and Thursdays. What? I feel like I explicitly looked to see if this made sense. Well, I guess it doesn't. Whatever. Thank you, though. Not even Nazi Twitter chat bought like Giga Chad. I'm gonna make you my little Giga Chad, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. To do a quick little recap-a-rooney. Last time we last time I was intent on getting into the docks and doing the hangman thing, but I decided to just take a little detour over to this area right here, right next to the hotel, whatever the hotel is called again. And as I went there, I just found like a gajillion things to do. So like we were told that this place is haunted, and that everyone that starts a business there, their businesses go bankrupt. So we basically spent like the entire stream just doing things in that building. Eventually, it became night time. and we were informed that at like at 2 a.m. if I cannot afford a hotel room, it's game over. Like the game, I guess that's the permadeath setting of the game. So I had to get Kim's special hubcaps and sell them in order to get my room for this night. But now we have like an hour and some minutes that we can spend on doing a little bit of exploration. So I guess we'll just look around. Also, what the hell is this Tesseract cube here? 1 second. I wonder what that Tesseract is. The Tesseract looks like it's like blasted its way down through a bunch of buildings. I wonder if that's in the game. Ruins full of snow, no one lives there here anymore. But that also is like a way up there though. Gran is still...
The woman still has her...
Gran is still tweaking. Let's go down there. Oh, money!
A lorry stuck in...
GRIH. The Greater Amostal Industrial Harbor.
Body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Say nothing, size them up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
The CEO of racism. A ripple of muscle passes on your skin unless you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Puff out your chest, still say nothing.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique.
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic. And you...
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy? My body does not betray my degeneracy.
You have succumbed to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Smell your breath. Kim, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
Wait, Al Ghul?
Yes, Al Ghul.
What is Al Ghul?
Al Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
Intentionally fermented drinks have existed for 10,000 years.
The little Ilmaran people didn't invent alcohol. It's existed since the Neolithic.
This is a fabrication the alchemists of Yizot and Bashir and the Rolam Al Ghul have fed your people. Go on believing in it, race loser.
I don't think that's how history works. That's probably right, yeah?
Good. There is a frit nearby. Congratulate yourself with another drink. Your features are not yet congenitally deformed enough.
Oh yeah, Measurehead.
The baby looks at him with eyes full of admiration that transcend the merely sexual.
This is going well for Measurehead.
You're right, I'm a servant of Al Ghul, but I still need my body down from the tree. Enough. I need your. I need you to take down the dead body or let me in.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
Usually the option we unlock is the top one, right? Actually, I think the ham sandwich race still has it in them.
Willingly calling yourself a ham sandwich, how far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Is that racism if Measurehead is just supreme? Why is he called the Measurehead? It's not.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Kroikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Pop culture.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Push him out of the way. You're right about all this. Now I need you to help me get that corpse down from the tree.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than
It isn't
that.
racism. See? You guys were right.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
My jam is the mysterious fourth thing.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
I've gotten it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
I don't really know who the Seminoles are. I've recently experienced head trauma.
I can see that. The Seminoles are the South Island race. Haplogroup A4A. The rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Rivershore.
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you did not come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Cool.
Yes.
This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
Explain for other women, nice. Subscribe to his advanced race theory. Kim, what do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the
That will be our lucky racists.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits, a protruding occiput, and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid.
Man, it would be funny
He
to have.
still has the use of his mind.
It would be funny to have physical strength just knock this dude out on his ass. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures towards the doorman down the street.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You sure I'm not chronometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Interesting, so one of my ancestors was Sir Laclef and the other Vesper?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only reason you are here.
Okay, no shot we fail this roll. Literally impossible to fail.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there.
Do you?
This is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sayerlight. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Type A.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Mao, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Wait, who exactly are the Maun?
You know them by the names of their nation-states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun.
Mahoon is a derogative term for first world people of Gotvoldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Uhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
The wooden clogs, though?
In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
The Dutch spit? Okay, got it. To our type A then, in your view.
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the Golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have type A race propensities.
I gotta say that for most of these, I'm not sure exactly what like real-world cultures they're talking about, so...
The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk,
or what the
are
equivalent
too
is.
yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
He draws a finger across his face.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
And who are the Seminese and Areopagites in this?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
And the Seminese are?
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Seminese inhabit the southern islands. I am Seminese, from the stock of Ulmuir on Ile de Fantôme.
And the Areopagites?
The Areopagites are the master race of the Ile Maran deserts. The Seminese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ile Marat to Ansuland, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant Maun Reden Occidentals discovered this place.
What's the difference between the Seminese and the Areopagites?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
Nice. Happy.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
Oh no. Mud-colored?
To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the grad people have undergone for drinking al ghul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb and for eating potatoes.
I mean, it makes a really guys. Listen, I'm not gonna say I'm not an expert in this field. I've only watched a couple of YouTube videos, but I mean, he makes a pretty good point there, right? Like this is a pretty good point. If you're not waging wars and you're eating potatoes, then what are you doing with it? Then you're definitely a type B. So that's all I'll say.
The Khoikhoi, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
And the Vacheliers you mentioned?
The Vacholians, halfway between Type A and the Racial Cauldron. Two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening. But that seems a little off.
I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespius.
Go away, stupid political thoughts. What was this revolution?
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zarath-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness. A prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoikhoi to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant.
Dude, this guy got this one without eating potatoes? Jesus.
Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
The vile CF race cauldron of pedestry, please.
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Chimeric experiments?
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Semenese man. Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Semenese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring. The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
Any more?
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Better not. The Semenese Koiki Chimera seems like more than I can handle right now. Yes.
The Khoikhoi, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Semenese with the Khoikhoi to produce a super worker of Semenese strength and Grad servility.
Okay.
This will never happen. The Semenese and the Khoikhoi may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Simonese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman, or Koika.
There is a strange sadness in his tone, a less than heroic melancholy this time.
You seem kind of blue about this, Mr. Ed.
The heart that pumps the hemoglobin is mysterious, and so is its dark will. Enough of these personal matters. Have you been educated to all the Rasotip now?
Oh god, is there gonna be a quiz?
He does not seem angry, nor does the woman look affected. She just twirls her hair.
Now we
Perhaps
have
they've been through this and established an accord.
Now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you help me get the body down if I do?
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way in, without becoming a race theoretician.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
Maybe another way in. I mean, if I accept the quest, I don't have to do it even if I accept it, alright? How do I word the mystery?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian.
I kind of want to try to
Your
do
love for
function.
disco music and venereal disease?
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
What is my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine. The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
Okay, but what's the hard stuff?
Fascism, Brota.
Jesus Christ. Fascism unlock? Oh god. What is fascism, though?
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachel's problems?
Liberals?
Yes, them, but also women.
Vermin?
Women,
Hello,
men
yeah.
of Wu. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Women need to go back to the fucking kitchen. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that women need to know their place.
Am I having some kind of stomach seizure?
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth.
Why am I getting this?
Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times.
Fascism sounds so bad, though. What if we call it something else, like traditionalism?
Okay, yes, let's call it that. Good thinking.
Okay, stomach, I made up my mind about fascism. Proceed to judgment.
You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota.
I'll keep my views for the glory of the Ravacholian nation.
For the nation, smart. Best not to mention the women too often. That's why you're the head and I am the stomach.
No, fascism is about industry and politics and nationhood, not women. I'm absolutely okay with woman.
Of course you are, Bruta. Of course.
A wink-shaped growl sounds from your ass. What the hell? What the hell, Logan? Did they do that? From my ass? Pat your stomach. They fucked this place. Ravage was in ruins. The Kochos and the Kipts and the Armation with their desert pygmy magic spinning tops. They fucked it. Oranese liberals and Vesperine moneylenders too. They're all socialists, especially the women and their Kipts. You've only a vague idea what this means, but it's clear that a good, strong state must be erected upon the ruins if any of us are to have a future. The shadowy outline of the state start forming every time you close your eyes. A mass of fantastic races swirl in your head, desert pygmies playing with their own excrement, cochos juggling potatoes, and eczema-ridden mounds grinning and dancing on wooden clogs. Everyone is there, and a whole race gang, plus some that you may have come up with yourself. The thieving sub-Kipts and the Sailite cast of the Fortunate catch some kind of hatching some kind of scheme. In the eyes of this race Empyrean, a vertigo reaches up to the heavens. You sense something drawing nearer. So as long as I don't focus on these, I'm good, right? The pictures there are cool. Electrochemistry, trivial success, 500 cigarettes, logic, medium success. The average cost of a 10-pack is 290 real. The cost of 500 cigarettes would be 145 real. Hey, what's up, the void? Yes. I don't know what political ideology this character would attend to. I kind of wanna... No, you're not racist in-game for now. Yeah, that's good. I kind of want to punch this guy in the face. Just because I feel like it's something my character would do. So I'm just gonna...
unpromising race pupil returns.
I'm just gonna try to see what happens.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Fuck you.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
I'm a violent drunk.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Alright, let's leave. Jesus Christ.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
Okay, I was trying to assert my dominance over him. But I was fighting bad, unsavory ideologies. I'm a hero.
We're not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than it already is.
How else are we supposed to get through the gates?
There must be some other way. Let's go see the yard again. It faces the other end of the harbor. We're done with Measurehead here.
Alright, fine. I won't do it again.
Let's think of something else.
No. You should do it again. It's the last thing he'll be expecting.
It makes a good point. I guess I could start jumping down on the other side. I like just how much of a hot mess this character is right now. It's absolutely perfect. Yeah, we still have a tiny bit of time to burn, but I don't know if there's like much to do. Oh, there's a drunk here.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Kuno! Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian Church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
Steve. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. Hold them. Roundabout north. To Capeside Apartments, Martinez Pier. Business School of Seabirds. Like a bullet holes line the wall. Nothing I can do. I'm the joke for every man.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Insert.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal.
Pull the hand, hold and look inside.
The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob to focus your vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible, a half-sunken sea fort, its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it, its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hang in there, little one.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Leave. I'm sure that will be very important in the coming days. A lonely Coromant services here, indifferent to your approach.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Why am I looking at this wall? Double sixes, come on.
You have no clue. It's just a wall.
Oh, he's looking at Logan's looking out the window. What a little guy. Hey, we got some magnesium. Nice. And some money. If only a tiny bit of it. I don't think I want to approach that girl from the back, because she is, about half for the frame motor. She had some problems. Orange bum hat. An orange beanie with a couple of big assholes on the side looks like it might have been used to mask as a mask during an armed robbery. Oh, nice. Pretty good. It's a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Another splattering bullet holes on this wall. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. I gotta scratch his butt, 1 second. Du flaut unna til deg for å kose deg på rumpa. Er det rumpestoppegutten? Er det rumpestoppegutten? Hæ? Er det rumpestoppekaren? Det er flink gutt. Du er heidundrende meg flink gutt. Ja. Du er så flink. Du er så flink gutt, Lagen. Hæ? Du liker å gripe det. Hæ? Nå begynner du å gripe deg der. Det var reaksjon til deg. Ja, det var reaksjon til deg, vennen min. Nei! Ja. Pappa. Det er flink gutt. Hei, Lux. Hei. Det er flink jente. Det er flink jente, Lux.
There must be another way into the building.
Why was that so loud? Well, garden holes won't be of use until the snow melts. You hear that? That was so loud.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep? Pig's come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. I think you're so clever.
Flink jente. Verre var det ikke. Verre var det ikke, Lux. Du kan få hjelp opp. Det er ikke for gammelt til å få litt hjelp. She hisses.
Trying to sneak up on me.
Oh, well, it didn't go as poorly as I was worried that it would. I thought she would start screaming and Kuna would shoot me in the head with a machine gun. Oh, I can probably do this. Signal blue naval coat.
Hey, up here, Piggo.
Plus one suggestion, minus one half-light. What is half-light? I don't think I've ever done a half-light test. Let the body take control, threaten people. At high levels, half-light makes you ultra-attuned to the world. It is perpetual fear of your own shadow, of something else's name or scent. You'll be ready always to punch and physically interrogate passers-by. No necessary, find your survival instinct is lacking, and your methods limp-wristed. Those who respect violence will not respect you. Oh yeah, I'm fine with that.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Where does this go? Here? Check it. Oh, look at that. So we got this classic double-breasted coat suits everyone, including you. And if you ever find yourself battling winds at the helm of a ship, the coat's heavy fabric has got your back, even if moths have left a few holes in it. You have a +1 eye captain and a -1 officerial poise. What?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Don't use that tone with me. I am the law. Let's start with your blood type and go from there.
Go where? Accosting a miner?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
Little old ladies?
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity to challenge authority in other ways.
You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
Right. What? What? The narration was the same. She nods disdainfully towards the woman performing maintenance on the boat dock next to the pier.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershot. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Who's she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Okay.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So you don't have to write.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cads. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
Why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I have an opinion on this one, hear it?
Yeah?
I love public art, don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Oh no! You know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Fucko. Catch you later, Cindy.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
What a nice woman. Cape Side Apartments, Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, roundabout north. Oh. Inside, the frame was cycled in repair and the tools used to disassemble it. What if I have time to talk to this lady before night ends? That might be good for me. The bell of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Hey, man, very random question. How the hell do you have 8 million cloth farmed on Rust Team Boost monthly? I haven't played in a while, but 2 years ago when I played Rust, I was top 5 at 800k cloth farm since the leaderboard just blown up. I mean, I have a very big berry base. Hello Tutai. I do like, well, I've farmed, I probably farm a bit more cloth than I need to, but, I mean... I don't think the meta has changed much in 2 years, though, but I don't remember... I don't think I was playing much 2 years ago. I can't recall. 2023? But yeah, the answer is just it's just playing the game a lot and having a very big base. Like a very big base. I think the berry stat is way more impressive than the cloth stat, though. Do they have a wheat stat yet? That's... What's the yield of your farm? Back when I played, we controlled the server, and I think we did 60k cloth every 2 hours. My current one right now does 120k cloth every 2 hours. It's 200 planters for the record. What's the upkeep? It's like well, it's multi-TC, but the main part is like 40k stone or something, I think. Maybe it was 30k metal upkeep. Yeah, mine's multi-TC though, so it's probably altogether like 50k stone or something. Like only like 7k metal, something like that. Because it's mostly made out of stone. Holy crap, people are pumping this vibe. I haven't even done any harvests. People are already up at 180k? That's insane. Are there still massive Chinese Zergs? I don't think there's that many Chinese Zergs right now. There might be actually. I'm not sure though. It's possible. I don't really do much raiding. I mostly just do the berry base thing. For the most part, I just do the berry base thing. But I think there might be some Chinese scripts around still, but I don't think they're as prevalent as they used to be. Let's see. Your room in the whirling isn't much bigger than this slot. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. There are still a bunch of really big groups though. I mean, it's still a massive Zerg server for sure.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce.
You Wingy is still playing. Dude, I have no idea. I'm the wrong person to ask about. I'm the wrong person to ask about. Like a recognizable names on the server. I don't engage much in the Rust Rust political scene. I mostly just do the berry farming. And the name I don't recognize the name though, but I mean people change their names, so. Does Ice Clan tag ring a bell? Not for me. But like I said, I don't engage much in like what groups are playing on the server. I'm sure if I ask people in my group, they will probably know though. I don't know if I was playing Moose 2 years ago. I actually can't remember. But I don't remember where we were playing then.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Joyce L. What does the L stand for? L. So I'm just supposed to discombobulate her. Joyce L. What does the L stand for?
Beaton, my maiden name.
Her bony hand dangles from the sleeve of her oversized raincoat. What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk? She hasn't actually said it to every drunk in town. It was spoken in jest.
I won't check around.
I'm glad to see you here.
The woman and the lieutenant exchanged a brief handshake.
She is unfazed by your rudeness. Probably chalking it up to local custom.
Can I just do a light flex and send a base tour video from 2 years back? I mean, you can send it. I'm not gonna watch it on stream right now, though. But you can feel free to send it and I'll check it out.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
Maybe I'll take a quick gander.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
He's recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. We had a base full HQ after 7 days. Nice.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
I feel like the base meta in Rust has changed a lot over the last few years, so I feel like the bases are kind of bigger now, honestly. And with some of the new introductions, they might even get even bigger than they were before.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat. He told me to like discombobulate her, right? We had 200k metal upkeep. Yeah, the base we live in now is like 400k metal or something. So that's what I mean. I feel like with some of the introductions and some of the ways people play now, the bases are just getting like bigger and bigger. No way. It's close. I'm pretty sure last wipe was like 300k or something. And I think the base we're doing this wipe is bigger than the last one. That double China wall. It's one China wall, but it's like God, what do you call the peaks or whatever? Those are also like, I guess like a mini China wall. It's just a huge footprint. It's just a really, really big footprint. Because the way people raid now is just, they just show up with like 40 people, and then or 40 plus people, and they just start lobbing rockets at you. And if your base can't withstand a 40 rocket barrage for like 2 minutes, then it's just game over. I'm just gonna discombobulate her, I guess. You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet, green and white sails flutter overhead. We did that too, yeah. I mean, it's not completely new. It's just like that's like the meta for raiding other groups now. There's no like give people a chance to fight back. It's just let's just make sure this is over as quickly as possible. Frank Grace is a base for somewhere? I don't think so. I mean, I can ask if they want to upload one, but I know the main part of the base is like it's like 200k by itself or something. Maybe like 150k. I don't know about this wipe though. I haven't actually looked at this wipe, so maybe it's smaller this wipe, but last wipe it was like 300k there. Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
What the hell? Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why?
She taps on the side of the boat and makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about the sleek fish? How about the X something? How about Dolores? How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
After her innocence, Dolores Day.
I'm not really big on moralist symbols. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you.
Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
You told me to do this.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman,
Nice.
assessing her.
Not a lot of people on boats are there.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
Wait, we're on an archipelago? Look around.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Caillou, I thought we were in Ravachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Ravachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality.
She pulls her hood closer around her neck.
Yes, reality is your side case. An experimental side case. The aim is to gain a deeper understanding.
Oh, I succeeded! Legendary! I'm conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in.
How truly curious. A sort of philosopher detective.
Oh no, am I gonna run out of time? My theory is that this inquiry into the nature of reality will ultimately converge with our murder investigation. They really are one and the same.
Are they now?
A deep synthesis. I'll assist you however I can then. Go ahead. Ask.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Okay. I really want to ask this one though. RCM can access ICP database, RCM Kim debriefing done. Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more about Martinez.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
A brief spike of longing in her upright body. The dots under her eyelids shake.
This place used to be a province. A workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
You were here as a teenager?
Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. The boys certainly did not.
You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean. The world's largest body of water. The Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians
Girlfriends?
as Les Immensités Bleues, the blue immensities.
I was thinking that too, but I think she literally just meant girls that are friends.
Vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea. Misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her, and to humanity at large.
Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
Great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
I'm running out of time. I gotta quit this soon. What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Okay, who built this city?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
Pretty good looking. So we're pretty much the center of the world.
Oh, we're quite a way off. About
He points across the water where the skyscrapers rise.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Look to the sea.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time.
Say nothing, observe the large body of water swelling, cold.
She observes your eyes scanning the horizon, then breaks the silence, slowly.
Yeah, we do farm a lot. Hello, Christopherson. How are you doing? How's the farm this morning? Ravachol Special Administration Region, Le Caliu, the Insulindian Ocean Coalition Government, Insulindian Mission Command, a name after a name, and none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at the stickers on the fridge. Prouvant, the Apricot Company, World Games 34, you can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch the corners to see if they peel loose. This feels like the most important of all thoughts, the one you truly must complete. Internalize. Oh wait, I can only ask her one question? I should have asked the other question.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
That's good, good. Hooky got us godwheat clones and I started selling cloth for tarps, plants and diesel. Nice. And we don't need that many more planters. We need like 40... I think we need 65 planters or something like that, maybe?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, man. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
You're right, Lieutenant. I'll continue later.
It's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
That's all I need for
Glad
now.
to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else I can do?
Thank you, that's all for now.
Of course, Detective.
I gotta go. We gotta go to bed. But I'm setting up mixing room now, like last swipe. Okay, nice. I asked Dare if he wanted to do it, but I don't think he had time yesterday. Okay, going to bed with 14 minutes to spare. Seems pretty decent. Oh wait, I think that said that if I go to bed before 9, it heals all my sanity and horror. Except for him, if I also do it, I'm just trying to. The memes, you might have to pick it up and redo it anyway. I mean, you can just do it, and then Derek can redo it, like you said. See you in the morning. Alright. Good night, my man.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind, the shards face outward. Whatever broke, a fine web, more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no, it is to the shoe. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your, and maybe, just maybe, or maybe, you were trying to smash your own reflection in the window pane.
Ooh. We already got the dialogue, that's why I just kind of skipped over it.
mirror hangs on the wall, covered in steam. You cannot see yourself, just the outlines of a man. You have no memory of the face that awaits you there,
Really?
underneath the soft vapor.
Nothing?
Really? All recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
No way, I'm not doing this. Back off. Why do I feel... This feels like the type of door that is going to be like the ending of the game. It's going to be like, you know what you have to do, and then you like walk in there and the game ends, and we're in limbo and we're dead or whatever. Like, why else would this door be here? It's such an inconspicuous door that just seems to lead... Like, it doesn't lead into Kim's room, probably, right? Or maybe it does?
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Also, getting chickens going, the gang really wants Björn pie. Lo also told me that we need like a gajillion bee grenades. They should, if you can get bees going as well, that would be nice.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Every night? I wash my sheets today. Oh, nice. Good job, Jace. I'm really proud of you, man.
It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
One hand on the bottle and the other...
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
My horny ass could never play disco game. I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
Horny boy, horny boy.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them.
I've talked to you before.
You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you.
That's the meme face and oils from this game? This thing?
You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
Stinky boy? The dude in green now. I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case. My mind is tired and broken.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet. Grinding in your head.
In your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Interesting. Hey, we did heal. Nice. Thank the Lord I didn't spend any resources on healing. Oh, shit.
Good going, buddy.
I just had the most beautiful dream, uplifting, rejuvenating.
Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
You will never take me back to the shit factory. That's where you work, Jays. What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
No, that's not it. Really, I feel super good.
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
Wait, what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor?
Makes you a man of unrestrained pleasure and unrepentant Lothario, who lares the people with a bottle of speed and plastic Ben destroy in the either hand. Low electrochemistry will be too innocent to be effective. Without the working knowledge of drugs and sex, the city will be difficult to understand. Okay.
You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die.
Until the day I die? No.
Don't be silly. There was no vow.
Actually, I'll keep the window
You were
open.
high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it.
We'll put a
It's
sweater on.
that simple.
I feel like if I want to keep being a hot mess, then this quest seems a little bit appropriate. But my volition is way higher than my electrochemistry, though. So maybe this is when I begin my step to. I begin taking steps to clean my act up. Yeah, let's play the character. I mean, we have a high volition, so I can't take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Oh, yeah. Let's just save, I guess.
The door is closed. Still.
Just say to Ultra Camera say he can't legally force you into getting speed. You could try. Good morning.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Why do we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the Dock Workers Union. The belt used for hanging him. The circumstances in Martinez. My preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
Hang on, what? What do you mean, rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
There are so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements.
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union.
The Hardy Boys.
In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Can I help you?
I've seen something here at the Whirling Guard. I think I need to talk to... a thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
Guard, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
There's something pertinent to be investigated in the kitchen.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
You know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
There's a finger across the counter check for doors.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. What?
By the way,
What?
you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Another thing. Great. Yes?
Just a moment.
Someone turns back to the cafeteria manager.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
Howdy, Lena. What's kicking?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
A faint smile tells you she appreciates the effort, but at the moment her mind is on more serious matters.
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there, or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Wait, so what's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Why did you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
You hear that? Someone's missing. There could be foul play afoot.
I love missing person cases.
That's right. Now skip the foreplay. Time to dive into the dark alleys. Start shaking down the usual suspects. You know, legwork. Doing some good will alleviate the hangover. At least you're of use to someone.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
What is this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
The waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the waterlock?
This is some maniac crashed his motor carriage into it. Probably Jacob Irv.
Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you both.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
True.
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired, and it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let you know. I'll let him know you're here when or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
So your husband is some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
What is a cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Cryptozo by Jake Paul. Wait, what did the tutorial agent say? Did I miss it? Oh, was it just that, was that early when it said, like, talk to this guy if I discover more weird stuff?
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Right, I wasn't reading chat for a bit there. Would you go to the crypto zoo, Jace? Like, what if they had a zoo, and in the zoo they just had all of the various cryptocurrencies that people haven't, you know, that have, like, are on the verge of extinction?
Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless. And frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
Well, if I get to extinct them, okay.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Maybe you can convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Helen, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Cryptid extravaganza, I like the sound of that.
And I don't. Just one.
Or he'll be disappointed in you. Ooh, tough choice there.
Is that a cryptid on this pen you gave me? Take out the pen she gave you. Wait, she didn't give me a pen, did she?
Yes. It's the kind green ape.
All right.
Half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus Homo.
War story?
Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night, healing wounded soldiers with its saliva.
Whoa, with the saliva?
Yes. It has amazing healing qualities.
Genius
Some soldiers
hobo.
reported growing back limbs, regaining their sight.
And there was something about an undiscovered subspecies of man?
Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Same taxonomic family, different genus.
Genus?
Which is to say, the kind green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor, and that evolved parallel to our own. Just like your partners.
I'm coming for that gayness. I knew it, Kim. You're not human. Okay. I'm pretty sure Kim is the same species as us. To suggest otherwise is stupid.
The lieutenant looks at you, pleasantly surprised.
Listen, I know this guy hates racism. I'm not gonna joke about racism against him.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to imply that Saolites are inferior to us in many ways. You are superior. For example, your earwax doesn't have a foul odor like ours does.
A tremendous evolutionary advantage, I'm sure. But perhaps we've had enough speculative biology for today?
What's the biggest cryptid? What's the tiniest cryptid? What's the most dangerous cryptid? Oh, but I was only allowed to ask about one, right? In educational, sadly, we need to discuss something else.
Of course, dear.
Tell me more about Morel, Luke's character relationship.
Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin.
What does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Let's try again. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How did the two of you meet?
By a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I hope I've been useful.
Tell me about this rare insect your husband is looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but...
Ah, yes. Phasmatodia. A diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially. Oh, yeah. Here comes the interesting.
Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you.
There's a hint of defensiveness to her retort, but also confidence. She seems to sit up a little straighter in her chair.
It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it's stayed hidden all these years. Centuries, even.
What makes you think the plasmid is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
So a newspaper clipping is the evidence you have?
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insul Indian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
So is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Hey, what's so special about this stick bug then?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
What's your pin?
I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket.
I decided not to pawn it. You should have it back.
Oh, thank you, dear. I confess I am glad to see it again.
Secret task complete. Nice.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie?
After one, I can enter the kitchen again.
Another thing. Great.
So,
I love those.
The phone line is dead.
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
That's pretty strange.
It's not strange, it's inconvenient.
Is it true there was foul play?
Who told you that?
I would never disclose my sources. That would be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers.
He's exhausted from years of dealing with the assholes. That's why he's trying so hard not to be one too.
If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes?
I feel like this guy is a little bit of an asshole, but... I'll come and talk to these guys later. I want to talk to the lady on the dock first. Oh, things change every day, huh? Oh, I need to talk to the bookstore lady too. How the hell did I get up here? How do we get up here? There's some way to get up to the roof. The roof. There's that trash bin here. Where? This thing? Yeah, I talked to the trash bin. I don't know if I checked it or not.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
This thing? Oh, next to the tree? Like up here? Oh, this. Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I forgot.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you? Trash container? You're just a trash container.
Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence, too.
Yeah, I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
It's extrasensory perception, whatever is in there holds a special significance.
I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.